Kids don't forget.
Kids don't forget.
You kids don't forget.
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 Kids don't forget. Kids don't forget.
Tanqueray, how you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. We really appreciate you coming up here. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
So, did I pronounce your name correctly? Let's start with that.
Tanqueray. Yes, I'm used to it as Tanqueray, but overseas you might hear Tanqueray because of the Q.
Okay.
I was named after the gin, the Tanqueray gin.
Right.
So, but over here we used to Tang. Sound like a G, so.
Right. Are you? Has it ever been mispronounced?
Oh gosh, all the time.
How has it been mispronounced?
Tanqueray, tangerine,
those,
tang,
those are the most common.
Tang-a-lang-a-lang.
Now, do you get upset when your name gets mispronounced, or you don't care?
I used to.
Okay.
Now I don't.
You grew out of it.
Especially in church, like when they announce my name.
Okay.
'Cause, a lot of the saints, they know what Tanqueray is. And I used to get mad because I used to hear people whispering. And so finally, I just decided, you know what? When they go low, go high.
I got it.
So then I would get up and say, okay, I know y'all knew about that Tanqueray before y'all got saved. But I promise you, by the time I'm finished, you'll have a different perception about the green bottle. Drop the mic.
Did you have any nicknames growing up?
Tang.
Tang, that was the most common?
Yep.
Okay.
Even when people didn't know me, they just automatically called me Tang. So.
Okay. Now, growing up, like sometimes you'll have like an uncle on your dad's side who called you this, or aunt on your mom's side who called you that, or the people from around your way called you that. It was just Tang for you.
Just Tang.
That's cool. Just to have one nickname to be known by.
Yep.
Okay. Now, with that being said, where are you from?
I'm from West Philadelphia.
Pennsylvania.
Yes.
Okay. And how would you describe your specific? Well, West Philly is big. That's A. So do you have a certain neighborhood? Like if you were in the gallery in the mall and some guys tried to kick it to you, where would you say you from?
I would say West Philly, but then, some people are like, well, that's Southwest. Because I'm at the cusp at Baltimore Avenue.
Okay. Yeah, when you hear Baltimore, you think Southwest,
but,
right?
They say it's Southwest. So I say West.
How would you describe your neighborhood growing up?
Lots of kids, water ice, popsicles. You could play outside, go to the park. You could go around the corner till, and just play all day. A lot of the corner stores was open. 52nd Street was really thriving. 60th Street really thriving. It's not like that now.
Okay. Were you an only child?
No, I have a younger sister.
Okay. If you are, what's the age gap between you and your younger sister?
We're 4.5 years apart.
Okay, so if you're 10 years old, she's
About 6.
6. Okay, got it. What was that like being the oldest child growing up?
That was my buddy.
Okay.
I enjoyed being a big sister. That was my homie. And, of course, I had no choice. My mom said, okay, you want to go somewhere? You got to take your sister with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of your mom, did you grow up with both parents?
I did not.
You did not. Was there ever a time where you lived with both parents?
Nope.
Never. Okay, so it was always just you and your mom?
My mom and I had 2 stepdads.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was your relationship like with all of your parents? So let's start with who you want to start with.
Okay, so, the first stepdad, I met him, my mom met him, I was a baby.
Okay.
My mom left my dad when I was 6 months old. She basically got married because my grandparents told her to, because they were in the church. So, she was pregnant, wasn't married, so I was like, y'all got to handle this.
Okay.
And she just got tired and took me and rolled, went on about her business. She met my sister's father.
Okay.
So I really didn't know of him, of course, until I was about 1. So, of course, I thought he was my dad.
Got it.
The whole time growing up. And then my mom stayed with him until I think I was about 7 or 8. All I know is that one day he came from work and the house was empty, except for the broke chair in the refrigerator.
Really?
And we moved on. We was at another house.
Okay.
So we met this new guy, and he was pretty cool. He was basically with me through my teenage years.
Okay.
Kind of a nerdy guy.
Right.
Played chess and all. Very smart man. He worked for the city.
Wait, you're associated with nerd?
Yeah,
because
he was
played
a nerd.
chess?
He
I
was a
play
nerd.
chess. I'm a nerd too.
Checker,
Okay.
like he read the paper. Like he was really subdued, and he was all about his books and stuff. You know, he never had children, but you know, he wore the glasses, and
Right.
I kind of was like, "Well, Mom, like, I don't see you." But he was cool.
Okay.
He was cool.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Now, I'd be remiss to ask you this. Did you actually know your biological dad
I met him when I was 10.
when you were 10 years old? What did you think about how did your relationship evolve with him if you had one, like in your childhood?
When I first met him, I found out he was in jail. And he was, you know, locked up. And I met him. He got out. I was about 11 and a half. So it was interesting. But once I found out, like, oh, you have a dad, you know, I really wanted to meet him and wanted to get to know him.
Okay.
And of course, that didn't happen a lot of times.
Okay. So it wasn't like reciprocal.
It was, but again, well, he's dead now, so
Sorry to hear that.
can't really pinpoint. So
Okay.
I really don't have that closure.
Okay, got it. And last but not least, your mom.
What about
What was your relationship like with her?
We were very close.
What's her name?
Arlene.
Shout out to Miss Arlene.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Hi, Mom. We were very close, and she was pivotal in the woman that I am now.
How so?
You know, just raising me and my sister, and I always thought she was hard on me because I was the oldest, but I mean, I was doing a lot. I was traveling on SEPTA by the time I was 11, could go do different things. I was food shopping.
For people who don't know, what is SEPTA?
Transportation, public transportation.
Okay,
So
okay.
I basically would go pay bills, you know,
Really?
do the food shopping. She would give me a list. I learned about coupons and saving and stuff. And so again, I thought, you know, I was like, oh my God, it was a hard life. My mom was a dancer. And so growing up, that was a little challenging. You know, your mom is a stripper. And so, like, you know, the neighborhood knows, kids know. But she had to
Right.
get ready to go to work. So I kind of had no choice but to get the house stuff together and make sure me and my sister ate and make sure stuff was done because she had to be out the door. So it was interesting, but I could always say, like, when she came home, she was up every morning. We had a hot breakfast. We had lunch. She was always at every parent-teacher conference. Like, you wouldn't know. I mean, I had people tell me that I was going to get pregnant by the time I was 15. I had my daughter when I was 37. My sister was 27. So, you know, even though, yes, my mom did what she did, but she would knock us upside our head if she caught us out anywhere. Like, we had to be in the house when she was gone. So we ain't never, like, sneak out. I was too afraid of her.
Right.
You
right.
know? So it was an interesting life. I thought we was one of the richest kids in the neighborhood, you know, because when I would wake up, she'd be on the couch. You know, my stepdad would be upstairs. She would be on the couch, and, you know, she'd still have her outfit on, and stockings full of money, you know, and usually I would help her unravel the money.
Really?
We was always used to cash. It wasn't no bank account, so I didn't learn how to write a check until I went to college. All I
Okay.
knew was money orders,
Interesting.
you know.
Interesting.
But my mom, and that's why I said, like, the second stepdad, he was real pivotal because, like, he took care of the house. She took care of me and my sister.
Okay.
You know, bought the food. And, you know, I had to, again, wash clothes. It was just a lot of responsibility that people never would have thought. They probably thought I'd be around all these people and this and that. The only thing I probably was around was weed. You know, she smoked weed, you know.
So she kept you away from a lot of the underworld of what she
Oh,
did.
yeah, she
basically.
did. And she
Right.
said I better not be caught. She better not catch me in, you know, no place. Her whole thing with her is she wanted me to have, she wanted me to graduate from high school.
Right.
She wasn't really into the college thing. It was like, okay, if that's what you want to do, fine. You know, so the stuff that I've even achieved, even after that, you know, she was very proud of it. Her whole thing was no matter what you do, I don't care what you do it to the best of your ability.
Okay.
You know, I can't dance like her though.
So she was on some more so do as I say, not do as I do.
As far as discipline wise, yes. I think if I wanted to go into dancing, I don't think she would have wanted me to do it only because of probably because she knows that life.
Right.
And
That's
I don't think
right.
she would want to see her children involved in that.
Because I grew up, we all grew up around a lot of drug dealers, and they all say it like, "Yo, don't be like me. Don't do what I do. Stay in school."
If I did, I don't think she would have been totally upset. And I think she might have. I think at some point she probably would have tried to nurture me, but I was nowhere in that direction.
So when your mom wasn't home, you were pretty much running the house.
Yep.
So you kind of had to grow up faster than somebody your equivalent person of your age had to grow up because you had more responsibilities than them. That's interesting. Which segues into the next question is, did you eventually wind up becoming a parent yourself?
Yes.
Okay. And you mentioned, you already actually said that at 37. How old is your child today?
She's 6.
So at 6 years old, you know your child, and it's hard to speak for somebody else, but do you think that your daughter would be able to handle your life?